Hey everybody, so last night I saw Dark Waters, directed by Todd Haynes. This movie stars Mark Ruffalo, Anne Hathaway, Tim Robbins, and Bill Camp. This movie is significantly better than I thought it was going to be. In fact, I really liked it. Personally, I have a small spot for well done lawyer movies, much like Spotlight from 2015, and this movie is very reminiscent of that. I really liked the story it was telling. I went into this movie knowing nothing about the case that it was based on. Hell, I didn't even know this movie was based on a real case. So when the movie was revealing new pieces of information to me, it was nothing less than gripping, in my opinion. As for the acting, I liked it, I think. Mark Ruffalo's character seems to be very well reserved, and I don't want to say he did a bad job or he portrayed the character in a bad way, but I think that is just what the character was supposed to be. In the beginning, he did seem a lot more energetic, and as the case slowly wears him down, and as his health slowly starts to falter, he becomes a more subdued man and character, and I think it works. I really liked Bill Camp. I liked his character, and frankly, he could have been more involved in the story, and I would not have complained at all. As for Hathaway and Robbins, they're barely in the movie, unfortunately. But they do get some pretty good chances to shine nonetheless. Both characters are giving good monologues that establish them as good supporting actors and characters to Mark Ruffalo's. But frankly, Hathaway does not get very much to do at all. And I think it's unfortunate. I think she could have been a lot more involved in this film and it would have made it better and she would have been a stronger actor and character because of it. And the directing, I think it was done well. There were some interesting shots, but there were some weird editing choices, plus the colorization I thought was horrible. It was all muted tones and colors, and it made it very hard to see what was going on throughout it. The colorization, the after choices to make it darker was just very poor. It was like watching a movie on your phone with the brightness turned all the way down while being out in the sunlight. I don't think it was a great choice. I also think the movie is just a little bit too long. The third act really drags, even though the information that is being presented is pertinent or necessary and interesting in the film. And finally, my biggest problem is that this film takes place over 20 years, yet none of the characters seem to age. Anne Hathaway changes her hair once, and besides some gray highlights of Ruffalo's hair, no one else seems to really change. No one else seems to really age or is affected, except for, of course, if people are getting sick in the movie. But what I like about Dark Waters far outweighs what I do not. I think it's I'm sorry, I burped. I think it's a fantastic film that I really enjoyed. It was informative, interesting, and flat out a good movie. 8.1 out of 10.